IC Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Nerissa R. Nomeda Sese, our dependable Public Schools District Supervisor, Dr. Reynaldo S. Pineda Jr., our innovative and sharp-witted school head, Dr. Amor P. Dugay, our effective and committed Assistant Principal, Mrs. Anita R. De Guzman, our inspiring guest speaker, Undersecretary Gilbert Cruz, our dedicated department heads and curriculum chairpersons, our incredibly skilled, creative, and hardworking teachers, our industrious school staff, our supportive and loving parents, and to my strong and courageous fellow graduates, a pleasant evening to all. The sky looks different tonight. Perhaps it's the way the stars seem to hold their breath, waiting just as we do. Or maybe it's the weight of time itself, pressing against this moment, reminding us that once we were just children, tracing dreams on the backs of our notebooks, waiting for life to begin. And now, here we stand. To say this journey has been easy would be to paint over the struggles and to silence the echoes of late-night studying, tear-streaked pages, and the ever-present fear of failure. But it is in those moments of doubt and exhaustion that we found our strength, not in isolation, but in the hands that held us steady. Every morning, we had to rise, even when it hurt, and even when the world felt like it was spinning too quickly. We showed up for our dreams, for our families, and most especially, for the quiet promise we made to ourselves to never give up. But we did not walk this road alone, because along the way, we found each other. In the silent nods of solidarity before an exam, in the thunderous cheers during school events and programs, in the shared laughter over group projects that spiraled into chaos, we built something stronger than just memories. We built unity. We became each other's safe haven and each other's reason to keep going. And even when disagreements arose and when life pulled us in different directions, we found our way back to one another. Because unity isn't in the absence of divisions. It's in the decision to stay. We faced challenges that tested the very core of our courage. There were days when the weight of expectation threatened to crush us, and when deadlines loomed like shadows and self-doubt crept in quietly. But we did not crumble. We adapted together. We turned isolation into collaboration, doubt into dialogue, and fear into fuel. Resilience, we learned, is not just the ability to endure, but the strength to transform. We didn't just survive. We evolved. In every setback, we found an opening. In every obstacle, we carved a path forward. This is who we are, the generation of unity, partners for the new Philippines. Not because we are perfect, but because we persist together. And tonight, we rise not as fragmented individuals, but as one. We are a mosaic of stories, of triumphs and tears. And together, we create something unbreakable. We are the generation that will not only rebuild, but reimagine. We are not just partners in change. We are its primary builders. And it begins with how we treat one another. how we remember where we came from, and how we carry each other forward. Now, it wouldn't be a Dustin Bautista speech without quoting Taylor Swift. She once said, "We're all a patchwork quilt of those who have loved us, those who have believed in our futures, those who have shown us empathy and kindness, or told us the truth even when it wasn't easy to hear." And so, with that in mind, let me take a moment to give thanks to those who loved us, believed in us, and stood by us. They are the reasons we're standing here today. To God, the divine architect of this path, through every trial and triumph, He was the whisper of hope and the light in our darkest nights. For every answered prayer and unseen miracle, tonight we give thanks. To our parents and families, the foundation upon which we stand, you have given us more than just love. You have given us the courage to dream, the strength to rise, and the unwavering faith that even when the world feels uncertain, home will always be a place of solace. Every sacrifice, every whispered prayer, and every moment of silent worry, we have felt it all, and we carry your love with us always. To my parents and siblings, you'll forever be the reason I keep going despite the heavy days. I know the next steps will require more sacrifice from me, but that also means it will take just as much sacrifice from you. Thank you for always believing in me, and for helping me embrace even the most imperfect parts of myself. I may not be the most expressive kid in the house, but I sure do love you in ways that words cannot express. To our teachers, our silent heroes, you saw in us what we couldn't yet see in ourselves. Thank you for your patience, wisdom, and unwavering belief. You were more than educators. You were mentors who shaped not just our minds, but our lives. To my teachers and advisors over the past 2 years, thank you for being the cornerstone of my resilience. You nurtured not just my intellect, but my spirit, allowing me to grow both academically and personally through your unwavering love, care, and patience. I aspire to become an educator as passionate and purposeful as you. As I turn the page to the next chapter of my life, I carry with me every lesson, every piece of wisdom, and every shared memory from these 2 unforgettable years. To our friends and classmates, our constant companions in this beautiful chaos, you were the laughter in the silence, the arms that lifted us, the voices that reminded us we were never alone. We weathered storms together, projects, quizzes, and moments when we thought we wouldn't make it. But we did, and we did it together. To my Abadian companions, especially to my 11 Youths Faith, 12 Youths Faith, and my friends who have grown to become family to me, you are my sanctuary. Thank you for standing by me, even when I failed to stand by myself. And to those who stood at the sidelines, mentors, school staff, and strangers who became family, your quiet kindness echoed louder than you know. Now, let me take this moment to speak to someone often forgotten, our younger selves. To the little child who quietly cried behind the classroom door, who constantly questioned their worth, and who carried burdens too heavy for their small frame, I see you. I thank you. Thank you for not giving up when everything in you wanted to. Thank you for enduring the confusion, the loneliness,
and most especially, the pain. Every step you took brought me here. I carry you with me still, in every decision, every celebration, and every tear. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the times I ignored your voice, for the times I was too hard on you, and for the times I forgot how brave you really were. I owe you more than just success. I owe you peace. And now we made it. And it was because you never stopped hoping. As a proud student of the Humanities and Social Sciences strand, I carry the torch of empathy, dialogue, and revolution through understanding. In a world driven by numbers and machines, let us not forget the beating heart of society. The poets, the thinkers, the advocates, and the voices that dare to challenge the norm. Every act of compassion, every stand for justice, and every moment you choose understanding over judgment, that is where we thrive as one. Starting today, as we move forward, we need more than minds. We need hearts. Hearts willing to understand before being understood. So here we are, at the precipice of tomorrow, staring into the unknown, our hearts both anxious and eager. But let us not fear the uncertainty, for we were never meant to remain stagnant. We were meant to rise, to soar, and to carve our names upon the sky. We are more than just graduates. We are pioneers of our own destinies. The world will try to define us and confine us within expectations, but we have the power to write our own stories. Tonight, as we step into the next chapter, let us do so with courage, with gratitude, and with the unwavering belief that we are capable of greatness. And as I look up one last time, I realize the sky does look different tonight. Because tonight, we are ready to take flight. Thank you and good evening.